Hi everyone, I think I'm in the right place, so let me just double check. Um, Still playing with this new software, so I hope I'm in the right. Yes, there's a bit. Hi everyone, I think I'm in the right place. There I am. Woohoo! Happy days. How's everyone going today? It's a beautiful day today. The wind is picking up a little bit, but it's just a beautiful day outside. So, how nice is that? So I hope everyone's going okay and having a great week. I've had a bit of a stressful week, but that's okay. All is well. And I'm in my happy place, in my craft room, in my happy place. So that's the main thing. And I have my cuppa. I hope you've all got your cuppa. My cuppa today is preferred. My preferred cuppa is green tea this afternoon. So that's what I'm going to sip on. So I shall turn my phone. Actually, I just need to click my laptop down to my craft desk. Let's see. Let me do that. Voila. That's amazing. Still amazes me. So we're onto my craft desk now. So let me just move my ink pads to maybe there. And this morning I was making a card. It was a very important card, I felt. So it's for my dear old mum who passed away last Saturday. It's for the facility that looked after her for the last 5 years so well. And this is the card that I've made. I hope I'm not frozen. It looks like I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. I hope that's okay. Let me know in comments if this isn't working because it's new technology and I'm still a bit funny with it. So this was the card I made that I'm going to drop over to Forum Nursing Home at Wyoming, thanking them for looking after my mum. And I thought we'd make another one, a Christmas card with the Forever Ferns stamp set. I made one last year with this stamp set. And I thought I'd have another go, but it'll be a bit different. So I remember when I made this card last year, it got a lot of comments. So I thought I'd make another one using this stamp set because it's really, really lovely stamp set and really easy to use. So Forever Ferns stamp set is on page 73 in the annual catalogue down here. Now, when it originally came out, it was a bundle, but it's no longer a bundle. It's separate, but there are dies to match. So the dies are on page 171, so they're there, and they also fit through the mini catalogue, the mini cut emboss machine. So it's good when the dies fit through the mini emboss machine because it opens it up to people who've only got the mini machine. So that's what we're using today. I'll get this shut in a minute. So this is the stamp set and the dies. We're also going to use the speckled rectangle die, one of these for the sentiments. And I'm using a couple of the dies from the Natural Prints dies as well. So that's what we're going to use. Oh, and I'm also going to use a Christmas sentiment from the Brightest Glow. Sweet. Stamp set. I'll get it right in a minute. So that's my sample card, and we'll get a bit of scrap paper out. So this time round, this is such a beautiful stamp set and bundle to use. This time around I am going to put a piece of cardstock as a matting piece. I just did white onto white, but I thought with the Christmas card I'd do a matting piece. So we've got just the plain A5 thick whisper white, basic white, and this piece is 10 centimetres by 14.4 evening evergreen, and then you've got your normal basic white, which is 9.5 centimetres by 13.9 centimetres. So let's put our card base and matting piece to one side, and I've already pre-cut some die pieces out, so we'll work on which ones we're going to use with that. And I've got my little deckled rectangle ready to go as well. So I'm going to use similar colours to this card. I'm going to use soft succulent and evening evergreen, but instead of blushing bright, I'm going to use real red. So I thought I'd change it up with that. And because I'm trying to keep my card and Cuppas a little bit more simple stamping, I'm doing, what am I doing? I could use like stamp and die cut images out, which would be nice too, but I want to show that you can just use stamps, ink and cardstock to create beautiful cards. So this is just soft succulent, and I'm just stamping my fern stamp across like this and across the bottom as well. Hi Lorraine, hi Cheryl, thanks for joining. Just trying to work out which way to go. So that's soft succulent with that stamp from the Forever Ferns. And the next one I did was one of the little ones. I think I'm pretty much finished with that one. You never know, I might come back to it. And I'm going to get evening evergreen, and I'm just going to sort of put that in here. So basically with my card and Cuppas, I'm just trying to show that you don't need to have all the accessories under the sun. You can make some beautiful cards with just stamps, ink and paper. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. Turn that one off. And then we'll go to real red. I really like the blushing bright on that one, but this one's Christmassy. Different type of card. I'm just going to make sure that's inked up. I've got two real red ink pads. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let me get the other one. And I can never remember which one's the better one. Maybe that one's the better one. Oh, this one. So as I said, you could stamp this one and die cut it out and put another layer and to the card, but I don't want to do that today. I love this stamp set. I haven't played with it for a long time, so I'm glad I pulled it out today. Oh, maybe a little bit of red on the end. As I said, sometimes I don't know when to stop. Stop while you're quit while you're ahead. Sometimes that's the best policy. Now, there is a little splatter stamp in here in this stamp set, and I do like it. And on this card, I did the splatters and then I heat embossed it in gold. So that's sort of going into a little bit of technique. So, but it's still stamped ink and paper. But I will do the same because I really like the look of it and it's nice for Christmas. So before we do that, let me get my little tools out. So the only thing is you can't see what you're doing when you're stamping in Versamark, which can be a little bit troublesome. I might do the gold splatters a little bit differently on this card. That will probably do. So Versamark is a sticky ink and it stays wet for a little bit to put your embossing powder on. Now it probably looks like I haven't got enough there, but my sentiment's going to cover up a lot of it. So I hope I'm not freezing. It looks like I'm freezing on my screen. Someone tell me if I'm freezing. Because it looks, my screen's frozen, so I hope that's not the case. And maybe I'll end up throwing this technology away. Giving it away is a bad joke. You are freezing, okay. All right, well, I'll just keep going. I don't know why I'm freezing. Let's have a look. Why is it freezing? Not sure. I'll keep going, but I do not know why I'm freezing. I'll just keep going and see what happens. And if not, I'll continue. Okay, maybe I'll. So does it stop freezing or what's going on? I can't work it out. Nah. Okay, I might jump off and just go through my phone because I don't know what it's doing. So I'll end this one and I'll come back. Oh, hang on. There we go. I'm moving again. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'll just keep going. As I said, I'm still new to this technology, so but anyway, I'll keep going. Back now. I don't know what's going on, Lorraine. Maybe I'll give it away as a bad joke. All right, I won't stop it. I'll just keep going, and if it's too hard to watch, you can jump off and not watch. That's fine. That's all good by me. Okay. So that's my piece here now done, and I'm going to get my blending brush and just, it's got some soft succulent on it, and I'm just going to go over that like so. Could be the wind. Oh, true. Outside. True. I don't know. It's probably Denise and technology. It's never been my strong suit, Lorraine. Okay, that's just sort of softened around the edges, and I think that's pretty much all I want to do with that. Okay, so let me just I'm going to attach this to my evening evergreen piece. Looks like I've frozen again. Maybe I'll just go back to old school, putting it up in the phone up into the holder, dropping it, switching it off when I hit the wrong button. Maybe that would be a better option. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'll just keep making the card and post it at the end and see what happens. Yeah, definitely looks like I've frozen. Anyway, okay, so that's gonna go there. Okay, so now we've got our little sentiment, get our Christmas sentiment out, and I might do it in soft succulent. Look, looks like I'm on frozen again. Who knows what's going on? I have no idea. I just will keep going and post the finished card at the end. How nice to start seeing some of the sunny weather and warmer weather. Like it. Okay, so that sentiment was from the Brightest Glow stamp set that's available for Christmas this year. And I'm just going to get, thanks Lynn. We made it back in time from Port Douglas to say goodbye, so that was really nice. She hung in for me to get back because we couldn't get an earlier flight. So that was nice of her to do that, the real thing. And she's in a better place now with Dad, and that makes me happy. So just a couple of dimensionals. Looks like I've frozen again. Oh no. Who knows? After this week, anything's possible. Okay, so because I didn't put a lot of the gold splatter down in this corner, that's where I'm going to put my sentiment. Hope I'm getting it on straight. There we go. Okay, now we've got a couple of dies. I've got one that's just white cardstock, but I don't think I want that. I think I want the vellum ones, like I did on my sample card. And I don't know if I'll do ribbon on this card either. The red is real red, Cheryl, in the Brights collection. So I've just put a glue dot on the base of this, and I'm just going to lift this up and poke it under. So it's always good not to put too many dimensionals behind your sentiment if you want to poke things underneath. And the same here, I'm just putting some glue. I broke, didn't I? Try again. Try again with this one. Maybe I'll lift it off with my pick tool. I think I'm freezing as much now. Whoop, don't talk too soon. Anything's possible. And this one. And it's really hard because with this streaming stuff I'm using, there's such a delay with what I'm doing, so it's hard. I don't even know where I'm up to, or where you guys are up to with me. We'll just keep moving on. Okay. Now, I'm not sure I like that flapping as much, so maybe I will get another glue dot. Although glue dots tend to show underneath vellum, so I don't really want that either. So let's forget about that idea, Denise. I'm just thinking. I think I'll put it down flat. So this isn't a traditional Christmas stamp set. It's just one in the catalogue that's not at all under the Christmas banner. But as I said, I made this one last year and lots of people loved it. So I thought when I made this card this morning, I thought, oh, maybe I could do something with that stamp set this afternoon. So here we are. Okay, and let me get my bling down, and I think I will use the festive pearls. Yes, right. And just maybe put a couple around. Maybe one here. You know what? I find placing the pearls or the bling the most challenging thing to do. Because you sort of think, where shall I put it? Okay, so up. And what next? Um, on the inside of this one, I've just stamped some of those, and I've stamped them off before I stamp them there, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Let's have a look at one of the greetings that could go inside. I think that's nice. May the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. Because we need that. We all need that peace. Another one out. That's not much better. Let's just go with this one then. Oh, but my head's not coming in. And I think I shall use soft succulent again, because I have a habit of using real red and cherry cobbler and then ruining the card. I scrap paper out and double check. Okay. Now, a lot of people put their sentiment in the middle, and it's fine. You can put your sentiment wherever you want to put it. But recently, I've been putting mine down the bottom, and it gives me more room to write what I want to write to the recipient, and then I've still got the nice sentiment on the inside of the card. So that's just a me thing, but you can put your sentiment wherever you like it to go. Okay, so I think that's pretty much with technical issues as well. I'm going to have a sip of my green tea. That's pretty much our card. So I did sort of step it up from a beginner stamper. I stepped it up with the die cuts, and I'm going to have to stick that down somehow. Maybe with a little bit of glue. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards. With the die cuts and the heat embossing. But you can see you don't have to have the die cuts, and you can see you can just have a rectangle of cardstock. You don't need a die to cut that out if you're a beginner crafter, and you can just get a very much the same effect. And these splatters could be done with crumb cake ink instead of heat embossed with the gold powder. So that's a way to make it more simplified. But I just wanted to add these little extra tizzy bits to it because I'm a tizzy girl. Anyway, guys, that's my card and the Cuppa for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back on Monday with my Makeup Monday, and it'll be a foldy card this coming Monday. And let's see if this works. Hang on, let's go back. Hi. I'm sorry about the freezing. I have no idea why it was doing that. So apologize for that, but I'll just keep persevering with this technology because it's really cool the way I can click down to my craft desk like so, and then click back up. So I hope everyone has a lovely weekend and stay happy and peaceful. And I just hope everyone is happy. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.